Hello and welcome back to ZQism Wrestling. Andrade has apparently been released from WWE. It's been more or less confirmed by all the usual bods, Meltzer and Sean Ross Sapp, etc., and all the other dirt sheets all jumping on, providing numerous details as to why this has happened, or potentially why this has happened. Essentially, he's been released by WWE. He was not granted a release, so he wasn't asking to be released, should I say. He has been released by WWE, and various outlets, or like I said, I don't want to say dirt sheets, but various outlets are reporting sort of the reasons as to why, or potential reasons as to why. So I'll try and be as balanced as possible and report what they're reporting. He's been released by WWE. He was not granted his release. He allegedly succumbed to a wellness policy violation at a live event last month, and since has sort of ghosted WWE, Triple H, senior heads within the company, and they haven't been able to get in touch with him since then. And so, yeah, I think it's an odd situation. I don't want to delve too much into the why or what that wellness policy violation could be, because that's not fair. But at the same time, well, he's failed, and apparently he failed one during his last stint back with the company. I don't know when he left the company in 2021, 22, 21. So yeah, he went through the whole pandemic in WWE, got released, joined AEW shortly afterwards, and he was off to the races there. Personally, I'm a big fan of Andrade. I think the elephant in the room here, and I think a lot of speculation online, which I don't agree with. You shouldn't really speculate as to what's gone on here. If they're reporting facts like the outlets are, then fair enough. Like I said, they're saying their concrete information is saying that he was released by WWE. He was not granted a release, or he wasn't asking to leave. He was just they'd sort of had enough of him and wanted rid of him, so to speak. He succumbed to the wellness violation policy at a live event last month. His last match in WWE was that awesome TLC match at SummerSlam Night 2 back in August, and it's been 18 months, give or take, since he re-debuted in the WWE at the Royal Rumble 2024. But like I said, the elephant in the room is obviously he was divorced, or him and Charlotte Flair divorced last year, and I've never been through a divorce. I can't imagine it's a pleasant experience for anyone concerned. I think I've seen Charlotte talk about it in various interviews, or sort of make mention of it, and she's not got positive to say about it. And I'd imagine if Andrade had a chance to speak, which again I haven't seen anything from him regarding it, but it can't be an easy thing to go through anyway. So whether they're linked, I think speculation as to that is probably wrong. I think you've just got to give someone their space, especially what I can say from experience, I haven't got divorced, thank God. I haven't yet experienced divorce, and I really hope I never do. I have, however, had a breakup in a workplace environment, and it wasn't a pleasant experience whatsoever. For various reasons, people know. There's obviously the awkwardness of working with said employee. I mean, even if they're on different shows, which I mean they weren't. They were both on SmackDown. Let's be honest. So that can't be an easy environment. Perhaps if there is still feelings there, which there will be, of course there will. And like I said, I can relate to personal experience, how awkward that was. And whoever did the dumping or whatever, doesn't matter. It's still an awkward experience, and an uncomfortable one for all concerned, especially the co-workers who don't know where they're, socially where they stand, when it comes to sort of the awkwardness. So I'm presupposing, or I think the word is, or presuppositioning the experience I had with a much more serious experience with divorce and all that. But I think it can't be a pleasant environment, especially if there is, like I said, still feeling there, whether it's ill feeling or whether it's positive feeling. It's not going to be a nice environment. Whether that plays a part, I think we've got a track record now with Andrade and ill discipline backstage, which is, again, I'm not going to hammer on the guy at a point where he doesn't need it, but we heard about the ill discipline. I mean, he failed the wellness violation policy for his first stint in WWE. Don't really know what that was about, but he did. He obviously got into some hot water at AEW with backstage altercations with Sammy Guevara and I think maybe one other. And seemingly couldn't get on board with a creative vision with Tony Khan and the AEW senior bods there, and was itching to get out. And I think, again, this is imagining what went down here, but maybe if Triple H was putting the feelers out in 22 when he came back, 2022, thinking, oh, they're going to get a massive push from WWE, I'll agitate to leave. When he finally got it, he ends up in WWE. There's probably a culture of, well, there's nothing given here, you've got to earn it, and maybe he was resentful of that. I don't know. That's me playing devil's advocate and saying, well, why would WWE just cut ties? Well, they reached out to the guy, he didn't respond, he failed a wellness violation policy, and maybe he's not easy to work with backstage. I don't know. It's you know, I like Andrade. I think he's a really good wrestler. Is he the best wrestler in the world? I don't think anyone's going to put their hand up to that. He's a very good wrestler, though. There's no doubt about it. But are there people in WWE currently who can do what he can do? I mean, yeah, there is. Of course, there is. And so it's an awkward one. I'm a big fan of him. I hope he's okay personally, because I don't want to see anything untoward happen to the guy. And like I said, I am a fan of his. I'm an old school black and gold NXT stan, if you like, and I really liked his work there. I think he can do good work somewhere. I mean, the obvious, he can't obviously go back to AEW, that's not going to happen, but could we see him go to somewhere like CMLL? That's probably quite realistic. I don't think TNA's a goer because of their relationship with WWE, so he has minimal options. Obviously New Japan's on the table, that's possible, but from all accounts they were trying to create a positive environment, sort of relationship with WWE as well, because there was business to be done there. That seems to have gone a bit quiet, so maybe he could end up there. He'd probably be quite good in New Japan, to be fair. So yeah, that's sort of the overall take. What do you think? I mean, I don't want to see anything bad happen to the guy, and I think he's obviously going through some stuff, but I think to a certain extent, I don't want to sound like the business defender, and I'm really not, but it does seem like there's no smoke without fire a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, what do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. Please leave a like or subscribe on the channel as well. Really great to be back making content for YouTube predominantly, but it's really great to be back. And so thank you to anyone who's reached out and said welcome back. It's really, really pleasing. It's really nice to receive those messages. And thank you. I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.